Hello. Oh,
Hi.
hello. Like, can I have a day off? One more? Just one?
No.
The kids had too many days, and they let you know.
I mean, they don't want to come back, or they're running around a lot.
They don't want to work.
No, they just want to cry and whine and come with 20 million flea bites.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no.
Oh, they look so nice behind you, though. They're so well behaved.
Just finish eating.
Oh, I see. Now it's time for nap, right?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Jackie.
How are you?
Great.
Good.
Need one more day.
One more day, that's right.
Like,
Yeah, join us.
How you doing, Renard? You having lunch? So are you getting your distance learning? Are you doing distance learning?
We did distance learning and in-person learning, but we start the community hub on Monday.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, be in person. Everybody will be here on Monday. So
Okay.
looking forward to that.
You guys said, yeah, we're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing the same thing. We start Monday as well.
You have to finish that one first.
How's that process been for you for registration?
I had to help a lot of my parents because we got the codes really late.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's registered now.
Oh, good.
It took a while.
Good.
It took a while.
Mm-hmm. So you connect. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Did you connect with Sheridan, Miss Edwards?
Yes.
A lot of students from there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I did half from Sheridan, half from Jose Ortega, to be fair.
Okay. I'm gonna meet with her. We took care of Bayview, so a lot of our kids are coming from Carver. Work with the principal. So I'm gonna meet with Miss Edwards next week and see if she needs any support.
Yeah, I had Miss Edwards join the Zoom. What was that? 2 weeks ago, right, Delia?
Yeah.
I had her on. I joined her in, and then we've had meetings like once a week.
Well, how did she say she think it was going to be going for them?
It's tough. I took all of the kids that were in need.
Right.
I made her give me a list of who definitely needed to be placed.
Exactly.
So I made sure that those got had access to us first.
Right. Good. Okay. And probably come October, everybody will be back in the classroom.
Sorry. Wishful thinking.
Oh, we're all back in the classroom. Sweetheart.
Okay, 1 more minute.
Felicia's all giggling already. She must have had a great Labor Day.
Or she got a hit from a special drink, a special tea, like my auntie would say.
All of the above. I had a beautiful, I haven't left my home since I came home, but all of my kids and all of my grandchildren were here this weekend, and we let that pool do what it do, and it's 111 out here in Antioch.
Oh, what?
I think we lived in it until 11 o'clock at night every night, including last night.
Oh, it's nice, relaxing.
Yes. That's
Yeah,
why I'm
that
choosing
heat wave
Renard
was something else. Yeah,
Huh?
that heat wave was something else.
Ooh, we was in the pool at 9 in the morning, and literally my grandchildren were waterlogged. They wrinkled like prunes.
Do what you got to do in this crazy weather.
I mean,
Oh man.
Okay. Let's see. Whew. I'm waiting for no one. Monica Chinchilla is coming on. I gotta figure out why she can't get in.
Because the invite said for the 1st of September, you got to scroll down to the other invite. Or
Oh.
the other.
I do is put the code in, no?
I know. But not everybody is sophisticated to know all that, Renard.
No,
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was doing that. I realized when I was in Texas that I didn't send the invite. So I was like, here, let me do it. And then, yeah, sorry.
Hey, most of us figured out.
My wife and daughter just left 30 minutes ago to go to Texas.
Oh, really?
They went to go, my son is in college down there, so they went to go surprise him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just landed, literally.
Yeah, I can't leave right now. We are just, I'm swamped. I told them this one they have to go without me. We're swamped. Like, it's been crazy.
How was the ride?
How was the drive?
How was the airline ride?
It was good.
Okay.
It was good, except I had mechanical delays this morning, so I had to wait a little bit.
But you felt safe?
Yes, I did.
Okay, good.
But there is no middle seats anymore.
That's a good thing.
That's good.
No. Meaning there's no ban on the middle seat.
Oh,
Okay.
see, when I went, they didn't let people sit in the middle seat.
Yeah, the middle seats have been enacted.
Oh my God.
So yeah, it was entertaining to say the least. And it was a full flight.
What
So I'll be
airline?
doing my COVID testing on Friday. All
Yeah,
right.
I got pictures of Monique taking her COVID test last week that I'm waiting to blackmail her with.
I got a calendar today. It looks like the last day here is Friday, but they're
Next
spreading
Friday.
it over on Sagamore on Wednesday.
Yeah,
And
I wanted to expand it because ours is doing really well, Patty. Like, I don't understand.
Well, who knows what they chose? They decided, it sounds like, but Samoa, that Samoa church might not be a bad location. It gets a lot of traffic and stuff. It's got a big parking lot too.
Right.
They can get all the vehicles out of it.
But that backup on Sagamore is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It
All
won't
right.
be as organized enough.
Hello, we're going to get started. My name is Delia Fitzpatrick. OMI Community Collaborative meeting every Tuesday at 1 o'clock. And I represent Our Kids First. We're going to start with introductions. Patty Clement.
I'm having a bad hair day.
Okay.
Patty Clement. I'm just sticking with that because Chiak throws everybody off. Now I've gone back to my maiden name for professional.
Okay. Clement.
And I'm with Catholic Charities. And I'm having a day. And I'm going to leave it at that. Renard, thank you for what you handed over on Friday. And I will put that to good use. Too bad I took it home. I wish I had it here right now.
Don't get me in trouble, Patty.
I didn't name things, or it just those who know me.
did you name things in the blue bottle with the yellow writing?
I don't know what you're talking about, Felicia.
All right. Renard, state your name, where you're from. And what did you enjoy this weekend?
I enjoyed actually absolutely nothing until yesterday. Labor Day was a great day for me. I was able to talk to a friend who had been going through some issues from losing his parents at the same time due to COVID.
Wow.
And but to hear his spirits rejuvenated me. To see someone lose both their parents and have the light that he was shining yesterday was incredible. And a lot of times, you know, things happen in our own personal lives. I personally, sometimes I get down, like, oh, woe is me type of attitude. And I'm sitting here saying, this guy just lost his mother and his father. And he has a smile on his face and was he just rejuvenated me. And I mean, it just brought a lot of light to me. And I was happy speaking with him. But for introductions, you guys know me, Renard Monroe with Youth First, and been handing out treats at the COVID tent. So you guys that haven't been showing up, you're missing out. So Patty and Felicia know what I'm talking about. So if you show up, you'll get a treat. It's our last week. Everybody needs to be there.
Yes,
We
definitely.
gotta do something special on Friday.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Mary Evelyn Thomas, state your name and where you're from, and what did you enjoy this weekend?
Mary Evelyn Thomas, our Special Place Child Care Early Educators of San Francisco, OMI. Enjoyed, got lots of equipment for my kids, so I have a brand new yard with all kinds of equipment. We need dishes to go with the kitchen, but that's okay. We're good. And I enjoyed that, setting it up and all that. So took pictures of them coming out and saying, what? So I enjoyed that. Made me smile.
Oh.
Stay off the play structure, Mary. Stay off the play structure.
It's very low. Very low.
All right. Thank you. Jackie Battle.
Jackie Battle, Wrecking Park. One of the things I enjoyed this weekend was no grilling. I have this first time I've ever, in a long, long time, not had barbecue on Labor Day. So it was just way too hot.
Good.
Very good.
And I was on vacation for 2 weeks as well.
Oh.
So that was nice. And I don't know if you guys know this, but we've been at this ever since COVID-19 happened, March 17th, it's been nonstop at Wrecking Park. And, we've just been doing stuff constantly. So it was nice to have those 2 weeks off.
Very good. Monica.
This is Monica. I just want to say to start off with that I've been really impressed with the OMICC since you guys went online and are there every week. I can't believe how much you're accomplishing and how hard you're working. So I wanted to thank everybody for the work that you're doing. It's pretty amazing that you picked up, got online, and just went for it. And I just wanted to say that. Oh, and I'm from Ridge Lane, and let's see, what else do I have to say? I had a very quiet weekend. It's just me and the cats, and we're up in Tahoe, and it never got over 80 degrees. Oh. And the sky's fairly clear. We're not getting ash, and it doesn't smell like smoke. So I had a really nice, relaxing weekend.
Don't brag, Monica. Don't brag. All right, that's not pretty.
Pop your collar. Pop your collar.
Yeah, that's not pretty. It's nice and cool. I'm in Tahoe. No ashes. Like, don't rub it in.
You're coming, honey.
Actually, I liked also what Bernard said about the positivity. I mean, people. It's so hard to, it's so easy to just like have one bad thing or one person look at you funny and you just go to the bad part. But I've noticed people are actually really well behaved and being really nice to each other. So.
That's a good thing.
It's a
not hard when you're in Tahoe. And not hard. Easy to smile when you're in Tahoe.
All right. Thank you. Helen?
Hi, this is Helen from San Francisco Public Library. And what I enjoyed most about the last weekend, I actually worked 2 days as a contact tracer, but I did have some time to make some bread. I have a bread maker, Panasonic. No, I'm not saying the bread, sorry. But it is very helpful, very easy. I don't need to do the kneading, just let the machine do it. So I enjoyed it very much.
Very good. All right, we all getting bread. Hey. All right, Teresa?
Teresa at Stonestown Family YMCA. Didn't do much. I had a little scare of COVID a couple of weeks ago, but Kaiser lost my test. And so I had to retake it again and then got a negative on Friday. But I just didn't, I know. So I just didn't do anything.
Why are you going to Kaiser? Come to 50 Broad.
I wanted to, but then I was quarantined for, like, I was staying at home. You're not supposed to go anymore. I didn't go anywhere for how many weeks? And I was like, where's my test? Where's my results? Where's my results? And then, like, I had to go back and take it again. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I just went to.
No. You just should have came to 50 Broad. You would have found out.
I hope they gave you that hard test, Teresa. I hope they gave you that one that went all the way up to your eye.
It tickled my throat.
Yes, I hope they gave, not the good one that we got. I hope they were all up in here with you.
We did. It was so weird.
It was quick, and we got the test results back. In like
Exactly.
I know. So anyways, I didn't really do much, and I just, there's a lot going on. And so just like everybody else, we're supposed to open hubs on Monday, and I don't even know what's happening. I don't even know. I am not trying to go there right now, but anyways, no comment.
Yes, join the crowd. Mary Harris?
Hi, Mary Harris, All My Neighbors in Action. I'm not a hot weather person, so not much got done. And I'm so happy today. I'm just like, yes!
That's
now,
great.
this morning I just got off to everything. I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a meatloaf. I got dinner cooked. I got laundry done, and everything's getting accomplished now that it's cooled off. Nothing happened while it was hot.
Very good. You need that time, right?
Yeah.
Alita?
Hey everyone.
Alita owes me a flyer. I'm still waiting.
I'm working on it in the background while I'm multitasking.
Yeah, you keep saying that.
I know. I owe everyone so much. In this 47th year that I'm on this earth, I'm going to work on realistic expectations for myself and realistic time management, because Lord knows I need a lot of help with both.
Good luck with that.
So my weekend was awesome because Saturday was my birthday. So it was a lot of laying around the house and doing nothing. And anytime the kids came and asked me for anything, I said, nope, my birthday weekend. Go ask your dad. Just a whole lot of, it was lovely to just not really, I scheduled nothing on Saturday. I just let the day unfold. And that is, for me, that doesn't happen ever. So that was lovely.
Now, Alita, tell us who you represent.
I represent the District 11 Democratic Club, and I'm also, I work with a special education nonprofit, the Community Alliance for Special Education. So.
Very good. Well, again, happy birthday. Bonnie, state your name. Who do you unmute yourself? State your name, where you're from, and what did you enjoy this weekend?
I enjoyed that it got cool. I'm with Mary on that. I felt like a slug. And happy birthday, Alita. I went to the lower garden at the OMICC Excelsior Living Library and Think Park and smelled the roses, and that was divine. And that was about it. Everything from there went south.
Oh.
But I'm glad it's cool today.
Yes. Very good. Very good. Felicia, we already know about your weekend, but share your name, where you're from, what you did this weekend, what you enjoyed.
Felicia Thibodeau. I'm with Southwest Community Corporation at IT Bookman, and I stayed home and enjoyed quality time with my children and grandchildren and their spouses, and it was really great. Had all of them home, so
Very good.
I'm so glad that they're gone though, because I had to clean up my house. It was a mess.
All right. David Munoz.
Hi everyone, David Munoz with Community Youth Center and Resilient OMI. My weekend was spent monitoring the air quality to see whether or not I could go out. So I went out a lot in the morning and not a lot in the middle of the day, unfortunately. It's very unfortunate for me because I love hot weather, but yeah, all is good in the world. Feeling blessed to live close to Golden Gate Park, so that I'm able to actually enjoy the park when it's nice weather.
All right. All right, Maurice. No, Maurice. Okay, fine. Wallace.
Hi everyone, so it's Wallace from CYC, Community Youth Center. Didn't really enjoy my weekend, didn't go out, it was so hot. I recently adopted 2 cats, so I enjoy spending time with them at home.
Very good. Let's see. Before I get to Monica, what did I enjoy this weekend? I was able to see my family in Texas. It was 100 and something and thunderstorms. That's all I got to say. Monica, state your name, who do you represent, and what did you enjoy this weekend?
Yes, Monica Chinchilla, represent the District 11 office, but more importantly, the community, all you fine people.
Fine people.
Fine kings, there were all these great people. My favorite part of this weekend, it was so hot. I felt like a roasting pig. It was way too hot to be plump and hot. I went to Aquatic Park a bit on Saturday, and that was nice. It was just to jump in the water, cool off for a bit. Had my daughter, my husband. It was great. It was great to just cool off. So that was a good part. And then, yeah, yesterday the air cleared a little bit last night, so I was able to sit on my deck with my daughter and watch the sunset. And so that was nice to get a nice fresh breath air. How take those little things for granted until we don't have them anymore. It was great to have that. All right, so real quick for update, Lord Jesus, so much has been going on, but yes, the last day of all my tests, or last week of all my testing, so we'll definitely be out there to celebrate that. We're having the CBO meeting this Thursday at 2 p.m. It's changed from Wednesday to Thursday this week because of the supervisor has retirement board, and we're gonna go through all things budget, just break down everything in the ad bags, what the city spending plan is, all that kind of jazz. And so we can just be clear and share and answer any questions. So that whole hour will be dedicated to that. Also, thank you, Maurice, for posting in the chat. There's a neighborhood cleanup this Saturday from 9 to 11. We're meeting on Persia and Mission. So please come out and join that if you can. As well as I know there's a D11 Dam Club meeting that'll be occurring. And then, so for this week, that's kind of just the main things for this week. We have BTC. Okay, that's working, but that's something else. Sorry. I'm officially on a countdown. It's 8 weeks left until I go on maternity leave. And so.
What? Wait. Are you working from your bedside, or are we working the new baby, or are we getting the a sub? Who's our sub?
There will be a sub. Don't worry. There will be someone who will be stepping in and, you know, filling in and being present and trying to be as awesome as I am during that time. My official leave starts November 3rd. And so we have 8 weeks until then. So I'm working furiously just to get the projects going, to get the budget signed, to get resources allocated, but more like the normal stuff with like SFMTA, parks, schools, but then just making sure that we have the COVID response and recovery supports for our system set up before I know I'm right off into the sunset with a new baby for a short amount of time. So 8 weeks, but I will be definitely working on that plan about who will take the place and what they'll be covering and what the priorities will be when I'm gone for a little bit. So please, if there's any new projects that people are trying to start up or any major priorities or concerns that you just want to let me know about so that I can tackle that I already know about, just please let me know, because I want to make sure that we're all set up in a good spot before I pop this baby out. So that is, I think that's it that's most of the big thing this week. Oh, sideshows. I know we had a big event in the Excelsior on Mission of Persia. We had a sideshow on Monday morning, and you know there was three people shot, one actually died, and we are going to be convening a town hall either later this week on Thursday or early next week on Monday with Captain Woon. We're trying to get the mayor and the chief out as well, just to really discuss this issue and what we are doing to protect our community and be proactive. I know the supervisor, he's been working on legislation for a few months just about sideshows and how we can, really kind of tackle this issue, because there's not a lot that police can do in the moment to prevent it, just because it's a huge safety concern and hazard. But we're working on how do we make this, how do we address this issue so that it's no longer commonplace in our district. So I will send you guys the update for when that meeting occurs as soon as you get it set. But we're gonna set it. We're gonna finalize the date today, and I'll get it out to you all as soon as that is set. And so that's in testing. I know you guys are talking about it a little bit. When I jumped on the phone, the Samoan Church is having testing for 3 weeks, starting this Wednesday. Really focusing on the API, the Samoan community within our district. So that's going for 3 weeks. However, we are having different conversations about the longer and broader needs of the southern neighborhoods in the city, and having a long-term large testing site. And so I know there's a meeting happening this Friday, and some of you will be on that call, and wanted just to see how we can collectively work together to make this resource available to the community, but in a way that actually is welcoming and uplifting to community, like what you guys have done at the OMI on 50 Broad Street. And so more of that to come. So that's it for me for right now. I'm happy to take any questions.
How are we doing on the flu shots? You can't go anywhere till we have flu shot.
Oh, I know that. So we've been, we're gonna have a flu shot. So any kind of plan for any increased testing or expansion of testing will include flu shots. So that's why we've stated with that. I've talked to DPH about that, especially now that we're in September when flu season technically begins. We have stated that the flu shots need to be included as part of that program. So don't worry, Mary. Any plan that's rolling out will include flu shots. And so the actual date of when that can occur, they said it was supposed to happen like the 3rd, 4th week of September, but I can get that clarification for you. Hopefully they'll give it to me this week that I can share to you, but it's definitely the priority, and they know that.
Okay, great. And I'm glad the supervisor's going to have something soon about the sideshow, because I saw that Avalos is going to do a town hall on public safety. He's got the nerve, and we got to beat him to that.
I love you.
That's just, what I don't think so. Anyway, okay.
So no, yeah, we're planning for Thursday night. We're just confirming with the captain. So we're
Okay.
working on that.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Any other questions, concerns? I know DCIF, that is still not resolved. And so I sat in on the meeting on Thursday for a bit, Delia, for like an hour. But I would love to, I'll get some more information from you all.
Thursday's meeting that was nothing?
Exactly. I'm like, Delia, what was this? I didn't text you that.
It was racial equity training. And I was just like, what? They really like, they tried to throw us all off, right?
I know. So
it was a waste. Total waste.
I only stayed on for an hour and I was like, I'll just call them afterwards and see what's up. So I'm still working with Maria Sue and Charisse about all that. So yeah, we'll talk more about that. I'll check with you.
They did that for you. They did that for you. Because it was bogus. It was so bogus.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. All right, so working on that. So that's kind of, the big things to tackle this week as well. But if any other questions, concerns, please call me, text me, email me. I'm here.
You know you're so vague about your substitute. Very vague.
I know. But don't worry, I never.
Oh, we're worried. We're worried.
I know,
we are.
I know you're worried, but I will never leave you all without. I'll never not have a plan in place. So when that is solidified, or when it's solidified, then I will share that news.
You make sure your mama comes back to work. All right.
All right, perfect. Thank you all. You guys have a great day and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. All right, David Munoz. You have an update?
The only update I have is we're gonna rework the flyer, and then the city is gonna help us use Maurice's wonderful flyer to be able to recruit more folks for the volunteer program. And that's all I have for now. We want to continue to make sure that we are building a robust network of people that we can reach out to. So that's the strategy that we're using right now. Other than that, I have no other updates.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. I wanted to talk about the community action grants. Here, let me share my screen. So we've got $24,000. Share my screen. $24,000. I don't know if we've gotten the contract yet, but it is in stone that we've got the $24,000. Everyone, the 7 that are on this list for the ongoing events have confirmed that they can still use the money for the $1,000 that we allocate for the ongoing events. And that leaves us with $14,000. We need to have a discussion on the ideas on what to do with the 14,000 or what the options are so that we can vote. So if anyone has any, I feel like we've asked this question over and over again, but I don't know if, since Lori is out sick, I don't know if what the poll said. So if we could just do like a round robin on what we think we should do with the 14,000. We could do an RFP for any community initiatives. So that's an option to do the whole 14,000, but we have the flexibility to take on the Invest Black repainting. Oh, Felicia, did you ever get refunded?
No. I received $600 and then $500 from the online crowdfunding source, but nothing from the HRC as of yet.
And the last time you talked to them was?
The last time I talked to them maybe was 2-3 weeks ago, when we were on a chat and they asked had I been refunded, and the answer was no. But she said that she was still trying to source it and find money, but it's like no, it was no guarantee.
Okay, all right, but the total was 6,500, right?
Correct.
It wasn't office gonna do something to help if you didn't get it, or no?
I haven't gotten anything from anyone, but a lot of people said that they were working on things, but I'm just telling you I
Right.
haven't even put the money down off of the crowdfunding source. And then I received a $600 check from Excelsior, like 2 or 3 days immediately after when I did cash their check, because they were wanting me to cash it within 24 hours for last fiscal year. But that's all I received. I've sent that invoice to quite a few people who have called, but everyone was just going to try to source it out and see what they can do.
Oh, no.
No.
No. Okay, so the total was 6,500 and you received 1,100.
Correct.
Okay, so 5,400.
Yes. So what I could do is, if anyone between here, Human Rights, FIE, our board of directors, if anyone does come and pay, we can reimburse to the OMICC should you choose to pay that bill.
Okay. All right, so that's an option. Any other ideas?
Yes.
Jackie Battle?
Yes. Lunar New Year. What I thought it was on there, but I noticed that it's not on the list. And
it's on the list.
Is it?
I thought I saw it.
Lunar New Year. I don't.
No, it's not on this list.
And then,
I think because it's over, but were you guys gonna
well, it might not even happen this year. We usually do it in February.
Okay.
So, it depends on what the health order is. It might not even happen. But we were talking about doing a Juneteenth. Is that the cultural diversity?
No, that's cultural diversity is part of Patty Clement.
Oh, okay. So we were talking about doing a Juneteenth here in the OMI.
Didn't you want to switch that up for something else or something? I can't remember.
I don't know. Felicia, can you speak on that? On the Juneteenth?
Well, we had talked about, it's been a lot of different discussions because we were initially doing pre-Juneteenth, and then we were going to do it in September and call it a community unity in the community. And so we haven't really met from there to determine, are we doing pre-Juneteenth, because we didn't want to compete with the Western Edition who typically did the Juneteenth festival, and then, or do we just want to do something in the community? We haven't really met since the little committee that we have.
Right.
Okay.
So do we have time to meet and then come back and let you know? It was all a go until the COVID-19 happened.
Well, it was on the list, so I don't know why Laura didn't have it on here, but I just added it back on there.
Oh, okay.
But as far as Patty, do you have something to say? Your hand's up.
I know my hand is up because I have a question, because it says OMI Health Fair,
right,
which was 5,000,
right,
but we kind of did like the health fair in a box, and it pretty much paid for everything. If I ever get that last check from Laura, I haven't gotten it yet.
All right.
But why, I guess the question is, why is it on the list? What are we thinking or wanting to do, or maybe is that going to be like our?
I just put it on, I transferred what she had on her Google Drive onto this list. So she only had it down for 500. So.
No.
Okay.
So it was 5,000. That's why I said, originally this list added up to 14,000, because I asked specifically, why did we have the list? You know, because we wanted to do all these at senior luncheon, Kwanzaa, egg hunt. Oh, that's what, egg hunt isn't on there yet. Or they say they didn't want to do it.
Actually, I think they said they were going to be able to do it, because I talked to them about all of their events. The OMICC.
Yeah. And then, okay.
So is the 5,000 that OMI Health Fair include your?
No.
This is new money, right? Or did we spend this money?
It used to be 5 and 5, so our health fair was costing us 10,000.
Okay.
But you know, I don't know what we'll do with it this year, so I don't want to like say we're going to use all that money unless we kind of have a sense of what we're going to be doing.
Right. Right.
And the National Night Out isn't on there. I know it's already passed, so. But.
No, I think they were talking about October 6th. Did I hear that?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was originally changed to October, and then SFSA said it's canceled altogether with the police department. It's not happening this year.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And the egg hunt's already passed, and I don't know what will, if anything, we'll be doing for the winter toy drive.
Well, the
I don't see any of these things happening.
Yeah.
I just don't see any of them happening.
I know when we initially talked about some of this stuff, and I had said, especially like around the food giveaways and stuff, since food insecurity is such a big deal for people still, that some of these programs, you know, like the turkey drive, I was thinking, and I didn't know about the toy drive, saying, you know, is there something we'd want to do because these families are in such need, more so than before? Did we want to try and do something like this augmented? So maybe it's not, it's like, instead of $1,000 thing, it might be a one-time special something we do for some of these that we think we will still be able to do. I just threw that out before, but I don't know what people feel about that.
Is there a need for school supplies for kids? I mean, now everybody's at home, and the hubs and all that. Is there something that we could do for a school supply giveaway, since people aren't going to be at school?
Because we didn't do the backpack giveaways.
Right.
And is there some way we can do that through our local hubs? You know, get something together for that? And instead of doing something like this, I mean, it seems to me there's going to be a lot of needs for kids at home to get paper and pencils, markers, that kind of stuff.
Alita, you had a comment?
Yeah, I think one of the things that we see families struggling with a lot right now is tech support. I don't know if we could maybe pay some of our teenagers, you know, maybe from Youth First and other, you know, to act as tech support for some of the younger kids or unofficial mentors. But I see that's a huge, huge, huge area of need. I know a whole lot of parents who are struggling to get onto Zoom and Seesaw, let alone helping their kids do it for classes. So if some of our very tech savvy kids who are smarter with their phones and their computers than us parents could actually earn money, because I know, like, I'm not letting my teenagers go out and get jobs right now, and they're looking for that spending cash. So I don't know if we could do stipends in that way.
I think that's an excellent thing to investigate, because the kids are at home with their phones and their technology, and they could if they could teach somebody in a household to do a Zoom meeting, that would really help the whole household, I would think.
And then I would think that could be a way, I don't know, maybe through like Renard, I would look to you and some of the kids from your program, and Teresa, same thing. You know, maybe if we've got, you know, Beacon, YMCA, Youth First kids who could use some money, you know, or maybe stipend the family, you know, with an extra meal bag or something, or I don't know, but just some way to use this to kind of push some more support into.
How about Safeway gift cards, stuff like that, or Target, somewhere where you can buy food and supplies, maybe, I don't know, just thought.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's a good idea when you think about logistics of teenagers tech supporting younger kids. That becomes a whole liability. And so we're just running it, like us here at Stone Sound, we're just running to kids not even staying on task on their Zoom calls, you know, or getting onto these. I don't know if you all heard about like talking to strangers online. Like we, you know, there's I think it's called Omegle, or like Monkey something. And so kids are just going online, talking, joining different groups. It's like when I was growing up, it was AOL chats, right? You go in the different rooms and whatever your interests are. So there's these things, online chats that are happening. And so it's even harder for us to kind of monitor all the kids that we have in each cohort, to let alone, you know, trying to kind of teach our teens and our young people to what does appropriate conversations look like for our young people for tech support. Sorry, there's like a bug flying. And so I do like that idea. It just logistically, like trying to figure out the operations and who's going to own it and who's going to teach the teens how to do X, Y, and Z. I think it's bigger than that, because as adults, some of my adult staff are even having a challenging time with their only small group of how many kids.
Which is exactly why the need is out there, and it would be lovely for someone to figure it out. This is by far the biggest challenge I am seeing with distance learning right now.
It is, but we're having the same conversations. It's like, how do you engage people who want to help, who have the skill set, but know that the kids are still safe? And because ultimately, if we connect them, we're liable. And so it's a huge issue because everybody has great intentions, but it only takes one or two to sneak in to cause a whole lot of damage and to start that inappropriate relationship and all of those things that we've seen happen, unfortunately. And I don't want to put the kids, I don't want to open them up for that. I'd love to find a way to help some of the, you know, older kids. I don't know if this is the best way. I do think there's a way to help the students too who don't have all the tools they need at home. Or I know in the hubs, one of the things that came up in one of the group discussions was to help kids stay on task using like those trifold, you know, usually do it for events, and put that at their desks so it helps them focus on what's on their iPad versus the guy next door to them, or the guy, you know, a little farther up. That maybe we could help hubs get that kind of, you know, the tools they need at school for the kids. And if there were other kids in the neighborhood we know about that aren't necessarily in the hubs, you know, a way to help them more directly. You know, it doesn't help the older kids and connect them. And I know that getting them connected is a challenge, but I really worry about the potential of something bad happening when you're connecting them virtually.
You know, and it's interesting. It's Teresa, no one has said anything about contacting and calling the students, underage students at all. I know when San Francisco Unified, we did this whole push on you can't have their phone numbers, you can't contact them, you can't have their email address. Now, all of a sudden, all of that's out the window. And I know that they've waived some criminal background checks Also, there's like it's slight modifications. I keep getting notices, slight modifications to clearance, and I'm like, what are we doing? We're going backwards. We're erasing all the serious protocols that they've put in place. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I mean, unless we can advocate for, I mean, MIEP is not coming back until January. That was usually our safeguard as far as the virtual training. But until we get to that point, I mean, we can do a backpack giveaway. We can do a turkey drive. Yeah, it's.
So maybe more than just giving a turkey drive, maybe we can purchase the, you know, all the fixings or something and a dessert, just so that it's a Thanksgiving meal and not just the turkey.
Mm-hmm. And we already have resources for that, right?
Yeah. Yes.
With the funds we have from Safai's office.
Yes.
With that grant.
And I was just wanted to weigh in. I don't work with children, obviously, but sometimes we like only focus on the children because of the need for school and things, but maybe, and then that comes with that liability in the background check and all these things. Maybe we also look if there is an opportunity that exists for some of our more savvy seniors who are with Zoom and very technically savvy, and kind of train them up for that engagement around technology, where then you don't have the age limitation and where they can go and if they're, you know, and what they can do. I mean, I know 3, but I don't know that they're interested to work, but I just know that when we start thinking about, I ran a program in Visitation Valley back in like 2002, maybe, called Digital Connectors. And we did really good. We got Cisco fellows and they were in there, and this is when it was teaching children how to change out hard drives and things. But we kept coming upon issue that you had to have 2 children and a adult to go to the home of the seniors or other people. So it kept being this age issue and what you need in a way of having adult supervision per every child. So when we did that, it went through the grant really quickly, because 2 at a time with an adult supervisor versus 1 person able to, you know, help the community in technology. So maybe we're looking at maybe a motto of maybe like a tech hub where people could bring in and come in and get instruction and technical assistance versus personal door to door.
Yeah, but who's
It's just a thought because, you know, when we start talking about children, it brings in all the other things. And like you said about background checks and all of those things cost, and TB test, and not to say that seniors don't have it, but you don't have to do it in the protection of the minor. So.
Well, I'm putting down all of the ideas.
Here's another idea. What about some of the groups get add back this year?
What now?
Some of the groups did not get add back this year. Some of them did get add backs because there was less funding and it went to other issues.
What does that have to do with this?
Just a place where funding could be put.
Yeah,
That's
but
what it has to.
No, we're not doing add-backs.
well, the thing is, it's community action grants, community development, which is what we're all doing. I think the issue is with the add back dollars, those have been designated and it's more money. There's more money costing for the add back process. I mean, we're just talking about, we're not even getting our full budget. Usually we have $53,000 to deal with, and now we've only gotten 24. We're squeezing in 24, and we usually have an RFP process. I mean, it's not enough money to float a full staff person. It's really not enough, period. And I don't know if a lot of people didn't get funded in the add back process. I mean, he's only got there's only $500,000 from Safai's budget, and it's not a lot. I think we're all struggling here. It's not enough to go around, and to be fair. So I know it'd be nice to be able to say, hey, let's give $2,000 to each community organization, but it's not enough. It's not enough unless we do a grant. I mean, RFP process with the money that we have left. So at this point, yes.
I just wanted to, I don't think like giving each organization $2,000 without a target, a market, without a goal or objective, because I do believe that we want to keep our community grants with action orientated,
right.
You know, bringing about bringing community together, be it virtual, you know, conference call, whatever it is. $2,000 won't make or break our agencies, but if we're purposeful in trying to build resiliency, communication,
right.
barriers, building together, that we kind of keep that as the essence, because you know, a $10,000 health fair goes a lot longer or in depth than 2005 agencies.
Right. Well, no, I use
even though I am a starving agency.
We all are starving agencies. And I just think that it's an action grant. So unless we do an RFP process, that's with the money that's left, that's what the options would be. And we'll have to figure that out. I think if we can go through the list and we can vote and figure out what is needed, what everybody can agree on, because it's not just me, it's not just Teresa, it's not just Patty. We all have to agree that there has to be a majority, and that's the way that's the way I envision it. I'm not the king or queen, but that's how I envision it. That it's a community voice as to what happens to this money. So we have some, yes?
So I think that the way that I would look at this is, what are the greatest needs in the community right now? And I think for a lot of, we've talked about the need for food, right? But particularly with the holidays coming up, I think that there's going to be a lot of families who are worried about how can they create some semblance of what a normal Thanksgiving or a normal Christmas would be, right? And so I think particularly for mental health, if there's anything that we could do to prioritize, like we were saying, the Thanksgiving turkey and the toy drive for Christmas, or anything that we could do to help families make the holidays at least seem less sucky and less pandemic-like, could really help the community a lot. So I'll say that and then I'll stop.
No, it's a good point. I think that between the what we have about what $80,000 in food grant that's been allocated to the OMI and Excelsior, I think the food is not that's not so much of an issue. I think we're all going to do our part to make sure that the community has a real Thanksgiving. And if we can figure out a way to do a toy drive,
I'm not always big on giving out gift cards, but in this particular situation, a toy drive's a lot of work and it's very in person.
Right.
Is there a way, like Target or, do gift cards to help those families who we know are in need? And Mary knows who they are.
Yeah.
And a lot of us know who they are. Could we do something like, I know and this is an exceptional year. It's not something I would normally say, oh yeah, let's do this. But how do you make Christmas special, especially when people are financially struggling in so many ways, and we can do it with food. But Christmas isn't Christmas to kids without some kind of a gift. And to allow parents, okay, so we give them the gift card so they can go buy stuff versus us trying to come up with it and have them come pick it out, Is that a good use of these dollars?
Mm-hmm. Well, we have only over 300 people that come. I don't know how much of a gift card they get for $1,000 into 350 kids.
Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking $1,000. I was thinking
a chunk.
A chunk.
What about if we then did a Christmas tree giveaway to our, pull our list together for clients versus gifts, but if you're part of one of these programs, which is serving the low income community or the marginalized community, then we can very well give a ticket and do a Christmas tree giveaway.
Okay, so you have decorations and...
That's not the same as a toy for a child.
Yeah. And a lot of people, there's allergies with trees. A lot of people have fake trees. I see where you're going with it, Felicia, but yeah, I'm thinking more of like the kids.
I'm kind of nerdy, but I know a lot of kids would consider markers and gel pens and stuff like that, and some other things, books even. They would consider that kind of cool, and it ties in with the getting them school supplies and stuff. But I think the idea is that we target the kids, that everybody in the group is aware of what kids are in need, and somehow funnel through the CBOs this money to get to what people need, I think we have a pretty good idea of what people need. I'm not sure, a gift bag with something fun in it too.
Like a holiday activity bag or something. Where
yeah, holiday activity bag. And you could stuff it with some of the things that you always use. Color crayons, markers, those books that you can color in,
I need a doll, Monica. I need a doll. I need some Legos. I need some cars.
No. Legos are great.
I have to agree with Delia. I mean, if my kids got markers under the tree instead of a toy, they're gonna be looking at me like
I was a bit of a nerd, but there are.
You had it on top of the toys, right?
Right. If you get both, yay.
Yes. All right. So we have a lot. We have a lot to. I'm gonna try to do the survey today so that we can come to some semblance.
Because then I got to throw out what Felicia says too, is we can't forget the older people in the community.
Right.
Who feel a little left out. And
yes.
I think of the post-holiday blues that hit people so much.
Yeah.
And if could be like a senior basket or.
I don't know.
A senior basket is a great idea, and you could put something comforting in it.
And please no socks.
socks, you know, or nice bath salts or something like that. Yeah.
Alicia, how many seniors do we have? 180? Is it 180 that you deliver to?
I delivered to 120 plus, Patty's number would, that's on a weekly basis. Yeah.
So 120 plus what, Patty?
Oh, well, we have 250 that come for food each week.
So 250 plus the 120?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's
And then Mary Harris, you have 300
kids.
kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 to 350.
Okay.
Ouch.
All right.
So together, yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to be discussing this next week because I don't think we got to it. But I'll send out the survey and we'll go over the survey results next week. We are at 2:07. Whew, so fast. Maurice dropped in some helpful agenda items or meetings that will be happening in the coming week. We have Maurice, do you want to just share what we're doing? The Democratic Club, the town hall. There's a town hall on September 12th.
Well, if Maurice can't, I can give you the details of
All
that.
right.
So this Saturday morning from 10 till probably about 2 or 3, 10 o'clock, we've got the 2 supervisor candidates, current supervisor Asha Safai and candidate Avalos. It'll be a town hall moderated by Joe Fitz from the Chronicle. And then at 11 o'clock, the other candidate who's less well known, who will be joining us along with BART board candidates, Board of Ed candidates, City College candidates for about an hour to talk a little bit about themselves and their platforms. And then, so that's at 11 o'clock. We're going to take a little break. At 12:30, we're going to go over all the propositions, and there are a bunch of them between the state and local measures. There's like 25. So if you wanted to learn a little bit, we've got representatives from each of the props coming to talk about them. And then afterwards, anyone who's a member of the District 11 Democratic Club can stay around and actually vote on what the club endorses. But from 10 till about 1:30, the meeting is open to anyone who wants to learn a little bit more about who's running for office, who's going to be on their ballot, ask questions. So we're worried about Zoom bombing, so we're waiting until Friday to post the link on our website. But if you go to our website, to our calendar, there's which is sfd11dems.com. There's a link that you can RSVP, and then on Friday we'll send you out the Zoom link so that you can join us.
Okay.
And Mary, the flyer's done. I'm about to send it to you in 2 minutes.
Now, is there can the public ask questions during the supervisor candidate?
Yes, but it will be done via chat, and we're going to set up some civility guidelines. We've seen, and because the supervisor in our district is pretty contentious. I shouldn't say contentious, but you've got a lot of passionate people for both candidates. And so we're making sure that it's done via the chat and that our moderator asks the question, and we're asking people to remain civil in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to boot you out of the meeting.
Will they say who's asking the question?
You can do a private message to, we'll go through that in the rules, but if you want to ask privately, you can private message one of us hosts and we'll give it to the moderator. Yes, so yes, there will be an opportunity. But if your question is not nice, it might not be asked, just to warn you.
I have only good questions.
I'm sure you have amazing questions.
All right, very good. I see that we have a cleanup on Saturday also from 9 to 11, cleaning up Persia and Mission. Contact Maurice, and donuts, coffee, bottled water is provided. Any other announcements? All right. Very good. Keep up the good work. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Very much.
Thank you.